January is National Blood Donor Month, and because of holiday celebrations, nasty winter weather, and cold and flu season, the winter months usually mean a big drop in blood donations. And in fact, right now, there is a blood shortage. Well, joining me now to talk about it is Christy Peters. She is with the American Red Cross. Christy, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, Christy, tell us about what happens this time of year. Usually people don't donate as much when it's cold like this. Tell us that kind of leads to a problem, correct?
Yes, right now the American Red Cross is facing an emergency blood shortage. A big contributor to that is the fact that we're seeing the lowest number of donors coming to give in 20 years. As you mentioned, the holidays are always a challenging time. Over Christmas and the week between Christmas and New Year's, we saw a 7,000 pint shortfall. And so we went into the new year already behind, and unfortunately, it's led to this emergency shortage.
Tell us what people can do to try to help out at this time.
Right now, we're encouraging anyone who is eligible to please consider making an appointment to give blood. As I mentioned, we just need more people to give. No matter what your blood type is, you are needed. In recent weeks, the Red Cross has had to restrict our distribution of some of the most needed blood products, which means that doctors might be having to make decisions about who can receive a transfusion and who may have to wait. Obviously, we're working around the clock with our hospitals to ensure that everyone has the blood products they need. But the only way that we can overcome this shortage is when the community steps forward to give. So we encourage everyone to visit redcrossblood.org or to call 1-800-RED-CROSS and find a blood drive near you.
Yeah, can I talk about the process of giving blood? There are probably a lot of people out there who have never done it, wanting to know just how difficult it may or may not be. So once they go to a blood drive or if they sign up for something, tell us how easy it is to go from there.
The entire process of donating blood only takes about an hour from start to finish. The Red Cross just encourages you to make sure you're feeling well on the day of your donation. If you're fighting a cold, if you're not feeling 100%, please wait to give until you do feel healthy. When you come, we just ask that you bring a photo ID or your Red Cross donor card. You'll answer a couple of questions when you first arrive. Then you'll go into our health history, where you'll also talk about places you've traveled. We'll take your blood pressure, some other measurements to make sure that you're healthy. Your actual donation, so the part that I think everyone's the most concerned about, is only about 10 minutes. And then you're on to the refreshment area where you can enjoy cookies and juice. And right now, you can know that you're helping to save a life, probably more than one with your donation.
What makes a good donor? Can it be just anybody?
Yes, there's really, anyone who is eligible and feeling well can donate. A lot of people, I think, maybe have tried before and weren't able to give for some reason. And we encourage people to not self-defer. Eligibility criteria can change pretty regularly. So just because you weren't able to give doesn't mean that you can't give now. So please visit our website to get your questions answered. You can always stop in at a blood drive. You can be 16 years old in Ohio and give with parental consent. And there is no upper age limit. So as long as you're healthy, you can keep giving blood. Right now, as you mentioned, it's National Blood Donor Month, a great time to start giving if you've never done it before, or give again if it's been a while. As I mentioned, we need people now and in the coming weeks to overcome this shortage.
Christy, whenever I go to a blood drive to cover it for news, whenever I encounter first-time donors, they always say like the same thing after it's done. They're like, well, that wasn't so bad.
It's so true. I do think it's one of those things we probably build up in our heads to be worse than it is. And a lot of people always ask me, well, does it hurt? And I always say, everybody's different. So your experience will be different from my experience. But if you can think about patients in hospitals, children going through cancer treatments, people with sickle cell disease who are regularly receiving blood transfusions and other treatments and dealing with needles and medication every single day, if you can focus on who you're helping, it really is something that, even if it is a slight pinch, you're focused on the good that you're doing, which is a huge thing. And again, it only comes from the community. We cannot manufacture blood. It can't be stockpiled. So if the community doesn't come forward to volunteer on a regular basis, we cannot meet the needs of the more than 70 local hospitals that we serve.
All right, Christy, once again, just give us a quick address of where people can sign up and get more information.
So to find a blood drive near you, visit redcrossblood.org where you can enter in your zip code. You can also always call 1-800-RED-CROSS. And the Red Cross actually has a free blood donor app that you can download to your phone. You can actually keep your donor card in there, everything you need to donate, find a blood drive, sign up, all of it on your phone, and that's all you need to bring to your appointment. So if that's something that would make it easier for you, you can find that wherever you download your apps for your phone.
All right, Christy Peters, the American Red Cross, thanks very much for joining us today.
Thank you.